Hi guys, it's Jonina here from Lowy. Now I have a beautiful friend here, Ashley, and today we are going to tend to her frizzy, dry, unmanageable hair. Fun thing about Ashley is I've actually never done her hair before. So today is going to be our first experience seeing her hair coil, be hydrated, not be frizzy, not be unbearing and overpowering. So we're going to really come in and work our Curls Made Easy routine. We're doing our LAX routine. So our LAX routine is for our less time available humans. So if you are somebody that doesn't have a lot of time to give to your hair, this routine is for you. If you like a little less perfect hair, then this routine is for you. So I'm gonna take Ashley to the basin. We're gonna do her cleanse and hydration and get everything really nourished. Then we'll come back to the chair and start styling. But just from feeling Ashley's hair, I'm gonna talk you through what products we're gonna use today on Ash's hair. So it's quite dry to touch. So first up, I am going to pre-treat her hair with our Hush Nourishing Oil, which you'll see all of this in our wash and hydration video. I'm then going to cleanse with our Nourish and Flourish shampoo. Then I'm going to use our Drench and Quench, which is our rich conditioner. So it's going to just really infuse and put really deep and rich moisture into her hair. Then when we come back to the chair for styling, we're gonna go layering the two products. We're gonna do Cruise Control first and Pow. Now the reason I'm choosing those two products is purely her hair is quite thick, and from Ashley's information about her hair is it kind of just grows and gets really big. So we don't want to send her out with a fro. We want her to feel lovely and soft and natural and her best version of herself. So we're going to use the Cruise Control to kind of prime the hair and give it a little bit more weight, and then the Pow to really define and create the gorgeous curl clumps. So let's take you to the basin. Okay guys, so here we are about to start our LAX Curls Made Easy routine. Now for sectioning up this routine, you will need either a towel comb, a sectioning clip, something that you can use to separate the hair, and 2 or 3 hair clips. So to start with, we are going to split the hair down the middle. I should take my own advice. So come through the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, you're sectioning, but you do want to make sure you kind of get it as consistent and equal on the 2 sides as possible. So now I've sectioned the hair in half, and then these 2 halves we're going to split into half. So what does that create? Quarters. So good. Now this will look like, if you look bird's eye view, this will look almost like a hot cross bun on the top of the head. Once you have achieved a hot cross bun, you know you are ready to start applying your styling product. Now I really love to emphasize the sectioning for this part. Reason being is you're working with a size of hair that is achievable, yet not overwhelming, and the other pieces won't fall in and make it really messy. So working with a quarter at a time and keeping the other hair clipped away is really important at this point. Now while we've been talking and sectioning the hair, our hair's dried out a little bit here, so I'm just going to go through and resaturate just this root area. On Ashley's hair, we're going to start with our Cruise Control. Reason being is her hair grows quite big and we want to create really soft, hydrated, juicy curl clumps. So I'm starting off with just about a 10-cent size of my Cruise Control, working it through from mids to ends and up to the roots. But my first touch, being my strongest touch, my heaviest touch, was obviously with on the ends. Then I'm grabbing my detangler brush and trying not to flick her in the face, Ash in the face. And we are really just working through the cruise control first. Now that we have that applied, we're going to put our Hero Styler in, which for Ash's hair we're using POW. So I'm coming in with almost a 50-cent size of the gel per quarter. So start working the product through the mids and ends first, and then begin working it right up to the root area. Now you can see here, it's a little bit awkward. Curls will be flying everywhere, but you really want to make sure you grab your fingers quite open and wide as you do this, and really rake it in and through your section. If you just kind of smear it on the outside, you'll miss applying your gel to the whole quarter that you're working on. Then grab your flexi brush and just really enable a very even and consistent application of POW. Now I'm not worried about curl clumps at this point. All I'm looking for is product application. So we're going to move through the other 3 quarters, layering our cruise control first and then over the top with the POW. Let's do it. Okay, so at this moment I have distributed thoroughly my primer, which is our cruise control, and our Hero Styler, which is POW. Now I'm just going to get Ash to look down, and what you can see here is I've got the sweet hot cross bun sectioning here. Now we really want to now go in and dissolve the sectionings. That was just to get our product application. So now you can either use your fingers, you could use a wide tooth comb, you can use the flexi brush, whatever feels most natural for you, but we want to go through and break up these sectioning lines. So just using your fingers, you'll notice I am bringing the hair up and out when I do this. Reason being is I'm not trying to flatten all of Ash's roots down, but we're just trying to dissolve these sectioning lines and start to break up the curl clumps. Now for me at home, sometimes I do this step upside down. Or I bring my hair over to the side. So I think for Ash, she's not afraid to have a center part. So we're gonna style her hair with a center part in mind today and show you a different look than what our Hero routine offers, which is that really big top volume and sensational volume. So now that I'm happy with my product application. I'm also happy that I've dissolved the section lines. So now we're gonna start to build the curls. This involves a flat hand, and I'll get you to lean just to the side a little bit, Ash. Yeah, perfect. So we're grabbing the hair from the bottom and envisaging a slinky being built. And then we pulse it up at the roots. Now what's happening when we do this process is we are building the curl form. We're turning the curls 3D. The more you do this step, the more curl you will build in the hair, or remind the hair that it can curl. Now, if you're not getting that squelchy sound, do not fear. Maybe just spritz your hair down with a little bit more water. But you need to be hearing this kind of a sound when you're building the curl like this. Otherwise, the hair is not at its forming capability. It's already started drying too much. Now, sometimes I see people rush this step and kind of come up and down, up and down, up and down. What you'll do if you rush this is you will start to build a lot of frizz and flyaway strands. So it's really important to make sure that when you are doing this process, the most important bit is the squeezing of the hair in this moment. So we're grabbing the hair, coming up to the roots and pulsing. that is the most important bit, not the amount of times you come up and down. It's the squeeze when you're up at the top, which is reminding the hair it can form these beautiful 3D patterns. Okay, so we've started to build the curls, but they're still soaking wet. So let's start to begin our drying process. Now, on Ash, you can see I've got our cold shoulder guard sitting there protecting her lovely, but I'm going to use our curl glove on Ash's hair and begin to build the curls with our glove. So the same motion that I did when I was building the curls is how we begin the drying process. So not fast process, coming up and being really intentional and pulsing up at the scalp. Now the greatest thing about our glove is when you use it, you'll start to see a little slurry of product build up on the surface of the glove. The water will squeeze into the rest of the fabric, but the product will stay like a slurry at the surface, meaning each section you rework the product into, you'll find that you'll just be squeezing the water out and pushing product back in. Now our gloves and our cold shoulder guards are made from the same fabric, so you'll get that with both the two products. Okay, so I finished using the glove to take the excess moisture out of Ash's hair. Now is the point in this kind of thickness of hair that we could come through and lightly spray our Hold It hairspray. Now, Hold It is epic at helping support and add a greater strength of form to the curls, but it's also really great at speeding up our drying time. Now, it can do this because of the alcohol base in the product. So if you find that it's taking you forever to dry your hair, try a few sprays of Hold It in your hair before you pick up your diffuser. Now, I'll give you a demo of how we're drying Ash's hair. So we're coming in the same motion that we built the curls and bringing it up to the roots like so. And that is basically the motion I'm going to do as I work the whole way around the head, just working through building clean, consistent curl clumps and really taking it all the way up to the roots to build consistency of curl. Let's do it. So now Ash's hair is lovely and completely bone dry, and the best way to check whether your hair is dry is find one of your largest curl clumps and just give it a really good pinch. In that moment, you'll start to feel if there's moisture on the inside of the curl clump or if the hair is actually dry. So now that I'm happy it's dry, I'm going to start to awaken the curls and just start to shake out and get this crunchy noodle vibe going and really just make the curls feel touchable and moved and natural. So I'm going to get you to flick your hair upside down for me, Ash. Yep, perfect. So one of my first motions is always just a little zigzag along the scalp. What this does is it just begins to get the curls moving and gets them kind of awakened. Then in curly hair like this, I would just go straight to pressing down the curls like this. She's got a lot of curl happening and volume just coming kind of naturally on its own, so I don't need to do a lot of the up motion because this girl's gonna have some curls. So I am just literally running my fingers down through until I feel that softness comes. Now, sometimes you may have gone a little heavy on product application, and so just keep working the product out of each of the curl clumps until you get that beautiful softness of curl. If you feel like you're still not getting it, you can grab some Hush, our nourishing oil, and work that through the hair. And that will take out that final little heaviness of crunch. So now you can see a lot of that 2-minute noodle crunch has gone from our curls, and we are about to reveal the final look. If at any point you find that there is a damp spot as you're working, just grab your diffuser in this moment and just diffuse it for about 30 seconds. Sometimes it's just when you have a lot of hair here and it's all clumped together, it just stays damp inside the clump. So make sure it's bone dry before you fully awaken it. Okay, are you ready to flip your hair back up, Ash?
I'm ready.
Okay, flick it on up.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
Think of it.
Oh my god, sorry.
Just having a moment here with herself.
Just gently let the curls just find their own kind of place. If they're still sitting a little bit noodly, then just come through and work the individual curls until we get that lovely, soft, natural fall. Here you have our Curls Made Easy routine on, and we did the lax routine. So this is for the time poor, the slightly lazy, and the person seeking a less perfect result. I still feel like it's given insane results today on Ashley's hair, and why not give it a go? The products we used, just to remind you, was the Cruise Control Curl Cream, and then we laid over the top Pow. We did miss a little bit of the Hold It hairspray just to speed up the drying time because she's got an insane amount of hair, and then a little bit of Hush at the end to define and finish the curls. So there you have it, Curls Made Easy.